Alright, so you're thinking about moving to Los Angeles, or maybe you already live in Los Angeles. You're looking to get on the housing market, but everywhere you look, you need at least $1 million to buy a home. Prices are really high right now. But you know what? There are neighborhoods less than an hour away from Los Angeles that are really, really good. Self-sufficient towns, good schools, family orientated, where, guess what? You can buy single family homes, 3 bedrooms for $650,000 to $850,000. So if you work in LA, don't mind a 45-minute to 60-minute commute. These neighborhoods might be perfect for you. I'm going to talk about what I like, what I don't like about the neighborhoods, kind of the pros and cons, and they're going to be north of LA, west of LA, east of LA. So no matter where you want to live around the LA basin, I'm going to give you some options. I'm Matt Tilley, the British bloke. I'm a local realtor. Please reach out with any questions. All right, let's get to it. First, I'm going to talk about Riverside. This is east of Los Angeles, and yes, it's a little bit further away than the other suburbs I'm going to talk about. It's about 55 miles, so it's about a 60 to 90 minute drive. It does have the fast track. When I'm in Riverside, I use the fast track back into LA. Cuts about 25 minutes off. It's about $3, maybe a little bit more depending on the time of the day. So you do have that if you are commuting daily. But Riverside should definitely be on your radar, and here's why. If you are looking to raise a family or start a family, Riverside has very good schools, elementary, middle school, high schools. I think you're going to be fairly happy with the quality of the schools for the price point of the homes. It's also got museums, parks, lakes, things to do. You want to be outside, Riverside's going to be great for you. Crime is about the national average. In fact, crime out of all the places I'm going to show you today is probably the highest. Most of these are way below national average, but it is the national average. Is that good? Is that bad? Take a look at the statistics here. I'll let you make your mind up. But what I like about Riverside, if you ask me, it's one of the most affordable places within an hour and a half of Los Angeles that you will find. I just sold a home in Riverside, 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,400 square foot, gated community, updated, $630,000. Try finding that in LA. You can't even buy a condo in most areas of Los Angeles. So as you can see, the price point's very, very good. Plus, it has some great looking architecture as well. So no matter what type of house you're looking for, you will find it. And if you want a bigger home, you're coming from Texas or Florida, you want 2,000 square foot plus, you can find a great large single family home, $800,000. In Southern California, in a good suburb like Riverside, that's a great price. You've also got a good amount of restaurants as well. Some areas, you know, they're kind of food deserts. Riverside, you're going to find restaurants you want, and it's an up-and-coming community. Guess what? It's always good to buy in an up-and-coming community, because when it gets better and better and better, house prices are going to go up, and you definitely want that. Now, Riverside is definitely a little bit hotter than Los Angeles. It's closer to the mountains, so the summers can get up to 100 degrees heat. However, because you're closer to the mountains, guess what? You're only an hour away from Big Bear if you want to go skiing in the winter, or biking or hiking in the summer. It's a really, really great place to visit. Plus, you're less than an hour from Temecula. You want to go to wine country with your friends or family coming to visit, it's a short drive. If you live in Los Angeles, these drives can be plus 2 hours. In Riverside, less than an hour. That's great. You've also got Palm Springs, super, super popular with the LA people. You're only an hour away as well. Huge plus. Riverside is pretty big, 80 square miles. I think it's going to be the biggest suburb that I review today. Population 316,000-ish. But it should definitely be on your radar. Yes, it's a little bit further out from Los Angeles than maybe you want. But a single family home, $650,000 in a good community, family community with good schools. Sounds good to me. All right, let's head to the city of Corona. Still on the east side of LA, but you're only about 45 minutes away now, a lot closer than Riverside. It's about half the size, 40 square miles, population 160,000, so the density is very similar. But Corona, you know what? It's super, super popular right now, and I think it's because of its proximity to Los Angeles. The freeway system around Corona is very good as well. And you know what's great about Corona? 3-bedroom single family homes, $750,000. Plus the crime rate, incredibly low. Also the schools. Niche.com, a website I absolutely love when you're researching neighborhoods, has Corona Public Schools as the 44th best city in the whole of America. Can't complain with that when you're only spending $750,000 on a single family home. You've also got a thriving economy, good job market. So if you're looking to kind of work where you live, you should definitely check Corona out. Once again, like Riverside, not far from Big Bear, Temecula, Palm Springs. You're way closer living in these suburbs. So put Corona on your radar when you're checking out places to live. If you're looking to start or have a family, I think you're going to be impressed. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, unlike most places in Southern California, Corona actually has a pretty good public transportation system. All right, let's head to the city of Santa Clarita. We're north of Los Angeles now, about 30 miles, but guess what? If you do work in Los Angeles, the 405, straight shot, right there, depending on the time and day, depending on the traffic, you're looking at about 45 minutes to an hour. That isn't that bad, because guess what? Santa Clarita is pretty nice, and I'm going to tell you why right now. Population 220,000, 60 square miles, so it's about 50% bigger than Corona, about 50% smaller than Riverside. And the great thing about Santa Clarita, 3-bedroom, single family homes, $750,000. Southern California, we know it's expensive. And 750 grand in other states of America can buy yourself a mansion. But when it comes to real estate in Southern California, by Los Angeles, that is about as cheap as it can come in a great neighborhood like this. You've got highly rated public schools, so if you are looking to move somewhere with a family, definitely put Santa Clarita on your map. The crime levels as well. When you've got a young family, you want good crime levels, no matter what age you are, to be honest. As you can see here, extremely low, well below the national average. And for a price point of around $750,000, these are some of the best crime levels you will see in Southern California. Also, it's a developing community. That means jobs are happening, jobs are being created, homes are being built. So if you're looking to get into a neighborhood, up and coming neighborhood, a neighborhood that's going places, check out Santa Clarita. And it's got Six Flags, the aquatic center, you've got lakes, you've got parks. So if you're trying to entertain your family at the weekends, keep them busy off the iPad, there's plenty of things to do. Now, if you're a young professional, maybe in your 20s to 30s, should you move to Santa Clarita? Probably not. Not really much of a bar scene, club scene, any of that. But if you are looking to move to a neighborhood where you can still get into LA and not break the bank, this should be on your radar. All right, let's talk about Chatsworth. Northwest of Los Angeles, you're south of Santa Clarita right now. It's slightly smaller, but this also has to be in your thought process if you're looking to live in communities outside of Los Angeles to save a little bit of money. Now, Chatsworth, a little bit more expensive. You're going to need $850,000, to be honest, to get on the market for a 3-bedroom single family home. But if you ask me, it's money well spent, and here's why. You're about 25 miles from LA, so if you work in Santa Monica, Beverly Hills, those neighborhoods, it's about 1 hour drive each way. The freeways are right there, which helps. But, you know, the average commute time in Los Angeles is 45 minutes. So adding an extra 15 minutes onto your drive time to save all this money, maybe it's worth it. It's the smallest city on my list. Whoa, listen to that plane. Must be a fighter jet. Yeah, it's the smallest neighborhood, 15 square miles. So if you know LA well, it's only about twice as big as Santa Monica. Population 50,000. And if you ask people from Chatsworth, it gives it more of a family vibe. It is definitely a family-friendly neighborhood. It's a diverse community known for good public and private schools. Decent crime levels, as you can see here. Not as good as some of the other neighborhoods that we've looked at, but in terms of the national average, crime here, can't complain. You've got some parks, get the kids outside, Stony Park, for example. Decent restaurants. Now, the locals might grumble about shopping. Are there many places to go shopping? No. You'll probably have to go somewhere else, but that's fine. You can hop in your car. It's very accessible, the freeways. So once again, you're looking to live outside of the city in a neighborhood that doesn't break the bank, check out Chatsworth. I think you'll be impressed. All right, let's head to Simi Valley, northwest of LA. And yes, I know this is a little bit far from Los Angeles. You're looking at about 40 miles, maybe an hour and 15 minutes, an hour without traffic into LA. But I had to put this on the list because it is such a good place to live. 40 square miles, population 125,000. Now, you can get on the market here, 3-bed single family home for around 750 grand. But if you have a budget of 850, that will open up a lot of opportunities. And this, like I said, it's a really family orientated neighborhood. Good schools, some of the best crime levels in the whole of the county. Air pollution levels are some of the best as well. So if you want to go hiking, biking, take advantage of the 12 trails in the area, you can be outside. You've also got 38 parks, so the kids are going to be happy, your dog's going to be happy, and you know what? You're going to be happy too. Plus, if you want to take the kids to the beach or just head down to the beach, Malibu Beach is only about a 40-minute drive, not too shabby. Plus Santa Barbara, you want to go on a nice weekend away with your partner or just hang out with friends. It's only about an hour and a half, and Santa Barbara is absolutely beautiful. Plus, you've got Thousand Oaks just down the street as well. That was also on my list if you want a bit more of a hustle and bustle, a few more things to do. So Simi Valley, check it out. You can get some great homes, super safe, great for families. I like it. All right, let's head to Thousand Oaks, east of Los Angeles, just south of Simi Valley. And it's on my radar. Yes, it's about 1 hour drive from Los Angeles, Beverly Hills, Santa Monica, for example, if you do live in those locations. But Thousand Oaks, it has a lot to do. You're not far from the beaches, Oxnard, you're even closer to Santa Barbara. So the location is pretty good if you ask me. 55 square miles, population 125,000. So not too bad there when it comes to the density. There's space to be around. You do need a little bit more money to buy into this location, $900,000. It's a little bit higher than I wanted to go, but I just feel as though Thousand Oaks should be on your radar if you are looking to live in an affordable neighborhood just outside of Los Angeles. It had to be on the list. It's got great schools, and there was a stat that came out recently. I know, who can believe stats, but it said it was safer than 76% of cities across America. So if you ask me, when it comes to crime, take a look at the crime statistics here. Thousand Oaks, very, very good. You've got local breweries, you've got parks, plenty of green spaces, and $1 million homes here would be costing you $1.5 million plus in the city. So as you can see, you get a real bang for your buck. Plus, if you do have a higher budget, there's homes in Thousand Oaks that go all the way up to $10 million. So that just shows you, it has to be a good neighborhood, it has to be a good community for homes to be selling for $10 million plus. And when you can buy into here for around 900 grand, it's pretty good. Now, there's no real downtown. Some people don't necessarily like that. But it comes to weather, and you're like, Matt, why are you talking about the weather? The weather is good all around Southern California. And that's true. But you know what? In Thousand Oaks, it might be some of the best in the whole of Southern California. You're closer to the water, so you're getting that breeze. You're only 30 minutes from the beach. You've got Ojai as well, not too far away if you want to go for a nice relaxing weekend somewhere. Once again, I know I've mentioned 6 places to live around Los Angeles if you're trying to save money on buying a home. Thousand Oaks is potentially my number one. It is more expensive than the others, but these are all great. Check them out, do your research, give me a call. Like I said, I'm a local realtor. I'm Matt Tilley, the British bloke. I hope to see you at my next video, and I hope you give me a call.